Teacher Dell. You probably expected to see Teacher Robin today, but as from today, for the next 2 weeks, I will be taking over Teacher Robin's classes. So it's exactly the same system. What we would like you to do is to write as many comments as possible. We want you to participate in the live class today. So for example, you could tell us your level, you could tell us your name, where you are watching us from, and then towards the end, I'll be looking at your comments. So in today's class, we're going to learn about business idioms. So first of all, what are they? They are typical expressions that we use in the workplace and in business organizations. They are also very useful if you are going to go and have interviews in English, for examples. Why is it important to know them? Because they are very useful to be able to communicate and understand people better in a business context. You'll be able to follow the news in English much better, and also this will improve your level. You will become more fluent. How do I learn them? You need to memorize them. You need to actually read business news. You need to watch the news in English on the television or over the internet. And also, the more you hear them, the more you will remember them. Okay, so I have selected for you some idioms that we're going to look at today. Right, the first one, 24/7. It means 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. An example would be, hospitals are open 24/7. ASAP, which really means as soon as possible. It stands for as soon as possible. You must return his call ASAP. When we want to say at risk, we can also say at stake. So that actually means, that you are taking a risk in doing something. An example would be, our team is undecided about accepting this deal because there is a lot at stake or at risk. So these are like synonyms. Ahead of the pack. That simply means to be better or more successful than the competition. Since she worked at night, she is ahead of the pack. Back to square one. That means to start something again. Our CMO doesn't like the red logo, so it's back to square one. Now we have an expression, blue collar. So what does this mean? It's somebody that works with their hands, like a mechanic. And we have a similar expression with the word white this time. White collar, which is somebody who would work in an office. So somebody who works in a bank or as an accountant. So this is what we have the difference between the two colours. Call it a day. That's a useful expression. That means to decide, to stop working for the day. It's been a long week. Let's call it a day and let's start fresh on Monday. To get the ball rolling, it means to get started. So we need to get the ball rolling with a new marketed campaign. We need to start it. To get something off the ground, it's a little bit similar, but this time it's to start the project, to really get it off the ground. So we are so excited to get this project off the ground. To go the extra mile, another useful one, it's to do more than what people expect. We go the extra mile for our customers. We do more than what our customers expect. Talk shop. It's when we talk about work-related things. So we say, we never talk shop at staff parties, so we never talk about work, we enjoy ourselves. To knock the ball out of the park. This is an interesting one because it's a baseball term, but we use it in American English, but also in British English, and it means to do a great job. So the example here, we really knocked the ball out of the park during our sales presentation. Red tape. Excessive rules, procedures and regulations, something that makes it difficult to get something done on time because you have some red tape. You have something, you have to deal with regulations and it creates a problem. So this regulation is going to create more red tape. It's going to be more difficult for us to achieve what we want to achieve. To learn the ropes, another interesting idiom here, to understand how to do a job or an activity. So somebody could say to you, if you've got a new job, somebody could say, hey, have you learned the ropes at your new job yet? Are you confident? Do you know what you are doing? It's your call, which means it's your choice. A very popular one, this one, not just in business. So here, the example, my boss told me to decide on the next venue to hold a conference. He said, it's my call, I have to choose, it's my choice. Okay, so there was a whole list there that, obviously don't worry because the video will stay posted, so you'll be able to watch it again and make some notes. But for now, I would like you to practice. So I have got some questions for you. So don't forget to write your comments in, as you normally do with Teacher Robin. So the first one, give an example of when you went the extra mile to achieve something. So remember what the extra mile, going the extra mile means. When you did more than what was expected. So it hasn't got to be a very long answer or a very long comment, just a quick example, okay? Next one. This one is an easy one. Do you talk shop when you are outside work? So you could just simply say yes or no and explain why, but quickly. So do you talk shop? Remember to talk shop. Do you talk about work? I know I don't. And finally, our last question. Have you ever had to go back to square one for one of your projects? So maybe something at work, something at university or school. Have you had to go back to square one? Meaning have you had to go back and do something again and start again? So remember, you've got your 3 questions. You can reply to 1, 2, or all 3. It's up to you. Or you can reply later. So while you do this, let me tell you a little bit more about what we've got for you here at ABBA. We've got a gift from ABBA to you. So at ABBA, we have a premium course, which is a perfect way for you to improve your English. And in this course, you will find 144 short films. The levels starts from beginners to business. You have video classes, which will explain grammar, and you also have vocabulary and exercises. So it's a complete course for you to really get as fluent as possible in English. So what is the gift? If you are watching us and you are a free student, then we have a special offer for you. Today and for the next 48 hours, that's 2 days, we give you 20% off the cost of the premium ABBA course. And all you need to do is click on the link that we've just shared with you now in the comments, and that will direct you to the page, and you will see it, and then you'll be able to take advantage of the 20% off. But remember, I've just said, it expires in 2 days. Okay, let me just have a look who's watching us today, and let's see if you've actually made any comments. So that gives you even more time to reply, to make any comments, anything, if you've got questions. Let me see. Well, the page is loading, so while it's loading, let me tell you that ABBA, as you know, we've got a premium course, but of course we also have blogs where you'll find some very interesting articles, maybe on travel, again on vocabulary for certain occasions, or we also have, we also do some podcasts. We have a Twitter account, we have a Twitter page, we have a YouTube account, YouTube page. We have lots of different means for you to connect with us and for you to learn English. Now, let me just see if I've got this. Yes, let's have a look. Right. Right, well, hello to Milad, and thank you for watching us. Of course, there are some questions that I can actually reply to later on because it takes a little bit longer, so I will definitely write back to you. Right, somebody else is telling us that they learn English watching TV series. That's great, and I'm sure you'll be able to find some of these idioms there. That was Louis. Okay. Right, so hello to Red Cow as well. You're telling us you've got intermediate level. And Kosan, thank you. You like the class. Maureen, you are in London. It's a nice place to be. Okay, we've got Addy. Yes, some of you have said that it was a little bit too fast. Let me apologise. Of course, you are used to having Teacher Robin here. I will bear that in mind. I will make sure that I speak a little bit slower. Of course, Robin has more of an American accent. Well, she has an American accent because she's from Texas, while I have more of a British accent, so this is a little bit different for you. But it's good practice, because in the world you will meet people with lots of different ways of talking and different speed, but I will keep it in mind to be a little bit slower, don't worry. Okay, so nobody's replied about the questions. Maybe you will do this later. We've got Philip from Kenya. Okay. Well, that's very nice of you to write all this. Okay. Well, that's about it for today. I was very happy to be with you this afternoon. So keep writing and keep watching, and I will see you soon. So bye for now.